If you're looking to ace the pacing of your novel, then you've come to the right place. Hey guys, I'm Marlene and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about pacing. I've read so many books and watched TV shows where a great story was ruined by pacing. So to ensure that you do not make the same mistake, here are 5 tips on acing the pacing in your novel. Before I dive into those 5 tips, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell if you want writing advice videos, writing vlogs, and bonus content. Let's dive in. So first up is don't take too long to get to the inciting incident. Now the inciting incident is what kicks off your main plot, the event that gets the story going. So showing the ordinary life of your protagonist might be interesting in some circumstances, but your readers really want stuff to start happening. So many books start with the character going to school and doing homework and hanging out with friends, but there's nothing really exciting happening. Your readers want to know what the story is about, not what the character thinks of their English teacher. So my advice would be that if you can do it well, start with your inciting incident. I know most people give the advice that you should kind of start with ordinary life and then have an event that changes that ordinary life, but I really love books that just dive right in and start with the inciting incident, but you also have to give enough context, so you have to know what works the best for what you're writing. Then tip number 2 is keep it moving, but don't rush. So action is important. It drives the story. It's what the main plot is truly about. It's what readers want to read, and you should include a lot of action. But a novel is not a play or a movie or a comic. What makes novels so nice to read is all the detail, in-depth characterization and description, the emotion and thought processes. So keep it moving, but don't sacrifice the juicy details for action. Don't skip from one action scene to a dialogue scene to an action scene without taking your readers deeper into the intricacies of the world and your characters' thoughts. So it's a delicate balance that can only really be achieved by reading a lot and practicing. Tip number 3 is avoid a sagging middle. So your beginning is solid, your ending is exciting, but the middle is kind of a mess that bores readers. Trust me, I get it. Sagging middle syndrome is a thing, and the way to avoid it is to plan. I like pantsing, but I think that in the middle of your novel there should be some level of plotting going on. So make a rough outline of what needs to happen to get your characters to the climax of the story. Add a few lighter or character-driven scenes where there are a lot of action scenes pushing the plot forward. Remove unnecessary events and make sure that everything makes sense. And this counts for second books and series as well, because they're kind of the middle of, say, a trilogy. They need to be a good book in their own right. Tip number 4, don't fast forward towards the end. And yes, I'm looking at you, Game of Thrones. If you've built up the story and set up everything for that great big bang, then you have to deliver. So keep the pacing somewhat similar to the rest of your story. That's what your readers have gotten used to, and if they've gotten to this point, then it means they probably like it. So don't write a relatively slow book and then have the climax be over in 2 pages. I know you want the climax to be exciting, so yes, make it a bit more fast-paced than the middle. Like, don't have a super slow-paced climax, but try to be at least a little bit consistent with the pacing you have throughout your novel. Then the final tip is trust your characters. As with every aspect of creative writing, character is the most important. Is your character experiencing the scene quickly and choppily? Is it a fight scene where they are moving quickly and they're not taking the time to kind of describe every movement? Things are just happening at a rapid pace, or are they slowing down and taking in everything? If you stick with what your characters are feeling, you'll probably get it right. So that's it. Those are my 5 tips for acing the pacing in your novel. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell if you want writing advice videos, writing blogs, and bonus content. As always, you can find me on my website, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter, All the links are listed below, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!